Hi, I'm Pat Hindle from Microwave Journal. I'm here with Marie Hattar, Senior Vice President and also the Chief Marketing Officer at Keysight Technologies. Welcome, Marie.
Thanks, Pat. It's great to be here at European Microwave Week.
Yeah, so you gave a great talk this morning that I was at, Together in Breakthrough Innovation. Can you tell us why you picked that subject and what were some of the highlights of that talk?
Sure. First, it was truly twofold. One is it's so wonderful to be back with so many of our colleagues face to face. The last time was in Paris in 2019. So it was really this reconnection on a human level, which is wonderful to be here. And second, it was really to talk about all the exciting and new innovations that are on the horizon that we have the privilege of participating in as we serve our customers and the researchers that are innovating for what's next.
Yeah, you guys are involved in a lot of research, which I think spurs innovation. Can you tell us about some of the areas you're active in research?
Sure. So as you can imagine, with microwave, it's very much focused on 5G and on 6G. We have a lot of effort and partnerships with universities, for example, and standards bodies at looking at what's next. So for example, with 6G flagship, in Oulu, with the University of Oulu, we're really looking at where are the areas of 6G that we can realize it to make it a more practical applications. How do we influence the standards? We also have a variety of R&D centers all over Europe, as an example, looking at automotive technologies, at radar, the impact of radar for safety and the measurement of radar to increase sort of autonomous driving safety. And we're delving into much more into quantum research and also AI for the innovations that are going to come down through those areas and what they will do to improve basically how we can connect and secure the world.
Yeah, I was very impressed. You mentioned that you have 135 plus digital twin emulators. I was flabbergasted by that.
Well, it's really interesting because if you think about it, I mean, the true definition of a digital twin is a digital representation or emulation of something physical, but everybody always thinks of it as the emulation of a physical capability, but it's also the emulation of a process, of an organization. And in many ways, our emulators really give you what is that good signal. And so as you're designing and building out your capabilities, you want to know when you're building a product, let's say at the physical layer, what is the expected output? So you're emulating to build to that. Similarly, as you move up, depending on what level you're designing to, the capabilities of what you're looking for from an emulator or a digital twin is really what we offer. Now, a lot of times people just abstract it to the highest level model, but the truth of it is if you're actually, someone who's operating at the PHY level or layer 1, what do you care about? You care about the PHY and you care about the channel, and beyond that, all that other stuff isn't that relevant to you. And so when we actually went through and looked at all of the variations of emulation that we deliver, we have quite a substantial offering in terms of our digital twins or emulators that we provide to the market.
Yeah, I really love that part. So can you maybe elaborate on a couple of specific collaborations you're doing in the area of research?
Sure. I touched on what we're doing with 6G flagship. We also have collaborations with the University of Stuttgart as well, looking at 6G in particular. And then we also look towards this in terms of a different variety as we look at these university or research collaborations, because we look at it as specific projects that we give to the universities or that we fund to research a specific area. It's also a donation sometimes to the teaching lab so that they get used to our equipment for that next generation of students. And so, because in turn, we also bring in a lot of those students into the company for internships, for certain projects. So it really allows us to stay in touch with the leading edge research that's happening in some of these research communities.
Well, thank you so much, Marie, for sharing your insights and innovation and research. Coming to you today from European Microwave Week 2021.